Hey guys, welcome back to the Cool Classic Kid Show. Today we have to talk about something that I already knew, already made a video on, but got so much heat for, that's unwarranted of a dead game. And that is the fact that Forspoken flopped. Now there's serious definitive proof that the game did indeed flop, and of course the copists are going to make some sort of BS excuse, and look man, if you really are just dead set on not believing truth, then that's a you problem, not a me problem. But it's just hilarious how much heat I got over this dead game, and people, calling me a bum and a clout chaser, blocking me on Twitter, talking all this shit on podcasts I didn't even know about and had to be directed to by other individuals. Yeah, it's pretty funny to me at this point, and apparently you're like a MAGA hat wearer if you don't support Forspoken. That's something I learned recently that is literally copium at like super high levels, man. The copists were crazy in regards to this game, and if you just simply disagree with me, I'm not throwing shade at you. You're fair to disagree with me if you want to, but don't be a fucking clown about it. The people that were like, wearing the red nose and shit, being really, really ignorant, for no real reason, people that don't even really know like that, or at least never spoken to directly in the community, just putting on their red nose, and just because they keep seeing me around in the gaming community, they just want to write me off as a clout chaser. It's like, look, homie, I'm not going anywhere. I'm here to fucking stay, and you're just gonna have to deal with it, especially if you don't like my opinions, and my opinions make you upset when you're trying to shill for said corporations. But anyways, guys, there is now definitive proof that Forspoken did indeed flop. And it's just crazy. It's weird that people just couldn't put two and two together to come to this conclusion. And like I said prior, I didn't have definitive proof, but there's a lot of things that seem to add up. Luminous Productions being dismantled as they're about to be and absorbed into Square Enix, the different developers, is technically a lot of proof, and it's crazy that people can't put two and two together with that, especially when in regards to the Saints Row reboot, the same thing had just happened to Volition like a couple of weeks prior. But yeah, guys, here is the update on this situation. And yeah, I guess I told you so. So this is from the RPG site. Square Enix says Forspoken sales have been lackluster, and many small and mid-sized titles did not perform as well as we had expected. Square Enix has released the outline results briefing held on February 3rd, 2023, which reveals some insight that the publisher's takeaways regarding its recent slate of game releases. So I will say the only thing I'll admit to being wrong on, at least from what I'm reading thus far, is I thought personally that Square wouldn't admit this until many, many months later. They've actually admitted that this game didn't do well pretty early on, so I'll concede that that was pretty much the only thing that I was wrong on, at least from what I'm reading this far. The briefing primarily discusses the financial results of quarter 1 to quarter 3 of the fiscal year ending March 31st, 2023, focusing on the most recent quarter of October through December of 2022. However, given the briefing itself took place a week after release of Forspoken, Square Enix also makes comments about the recent RPG from the soon defunct Luminous Productions. On page 3, the outline, while a specific title is not mentioned, Square Enix president Yosuke Matsuda, who will leave the position next summer, stated the following about the slate of small to mid-sized titles that released in the current fiscal year. Mind you, I'm glad that this dude is stepping down, Yosuke Matsuda, because he's the NFT dick sucker. So yeah, bye Felicia. Anyway, let's skip this. Square Enix released numerous RPGs. This is where basically what we're discussing here. Square Enix released numerous RPGs in the tail end of 2022 and plausibly fit the small and medium-sized description. No individual title is specified as an underperformer, but as a refresher, some, not all, of the RPGs that our publishers released in the time frame include the Diofield Chronicle, Star Ocean Divine Force. I actually kind of want to play Star Ocean Divine Force. I mean, it doesn't look like a banger by any means, but maybe I'd have some fun in it. Harvest Stella, also kind of another game I wouldn't mind on a pretty big sale. Tactics Ogre Reborn, Dragon Quest Treasures. I also want that. It's crazy how Square Enix been fucking up, but like a lot of their games I low-key kind of want. Crisis Core, another one I'm interested in, and Valkyrie Elysium. They released all these games and I'm just broke. Like, I totally wouldn't mind trying those out, but this one right here, the big stinker. As for the most recent AAA release of Forspoken, on page 6 of the outline, Matsuda stated the following: reviews of Forspoken, which we released on January 24, 2023, have been challenging. What? However, the game has also received positive feedback on its action features, including its parkour and combat capabilities. I think deservingly so. At least from the demo I played, the combat was slightly better than Final Fantasy 15, which, you know, that's cool. So it has yielded results that will lead to the improvement of our development capabilities of other games in the future. I mean, well, you know, Luminous don't exist no more. Hopefully, I guess, you know, I think that there's definitely some talent on Luminous Productions, and maybe with I guess an engine that actually isn't a piece of shit, that they could definitely benefit other development teams. That said, its sales have been lackluster. Lackluster! Look up the word if you don't know it. And while the performance of new titles with February and March release dates will be the ultimate detriment, we see considerable downside risk for our 2023 earnings. Since this briefing, Square Enix has released the games like Theat Rhythm? What the fuck is this even? So yeah, obviously they're not gonna make it seem as though it was a big flop. We don't know how badly this game flopped, but I'd imagine, given how well Hogwarts Legacy has been doing, like how insanely well that game's been doing, it's hard to see people choosing to pick up Forspoken over Hogwarts Legacy. Obviously, there will be a few outliers, to be fair. You know, a few people that are blind, I guess. No, I'm playing. I mean, like, look, your choices are your choices. Your things that you're into are the things that you're into. I'm just being a smug bitch, I guess. But, you know, I don't see more than, you know, a handful of people choosing Forspoken over Hogwarts Legacy. Let's just put it that way. Once Hogwarts Legacy dropped, Forspoken was forgotten. And given the update from Square Enix, it seems as though, yeah, this game didn't do well. So yeah, I'm tired of people throwing shit at me when really there's nothing to argue. If you like the game, it's fine for you to like the game. That doesn't make the game good or make the game a success. I'm sorry to have to tell you that. The world does not fucking revolve around you, motherfucker. I'm just saying, like, that's crazy how just people want to talk things into existence. No, that's not how the world works. You are not special. You're just another person just like me. You can't talk things into existence. You're not God. I know that there's going to be people that are delusional about this game for whatever reason. It's just this game. But the reality is the game ain't selling. It ain't selling, and given, you know, it's not going to improve. It's not. And they tried to stir up the controversy, calling people racist for not liking it. I mean, look, Hogwarts Legacy, the huge controversy behind that boosted that game's sales. That's not gonna happen with Forspoken. So yeah, good luck with all of that. I mean, look, if you don't want to believe reality, once again, that's a you problem. I'm sorry to have to tell you. I'm sorry to, you know, be the one to tell you the truth. But if you cannot accept that this game ain't doing well, it ain't do well, it flopped, then I don't know what else to say. You know, just play your fucking game and move on. Don't come crying to me, calling me a bum, calling me a clout chaser, being disrespectful as shit, leaving me hate on my tweet that I tweeted out my video, giving me dislikes. Oh my god, you're hurting me so much. Oh, I'm gonna go cry. Now, fuck out of here. At this point, I'm just having fun with this. I mean, it's not like I want the game to flop. The only reason why I really have disdain for this game is more so just Square Enix in general. They've released so many games that honestly just run like dog shit on PC, and I'm tired of BS PC ports, man. It's unacceptable. This game literally runs like dog piss on PC. And it's just, it's unacceptable. Not only do you need a 4090 just to run the game at above average, specs on PC, but it also has Denuvo on top of it all. If that doesn't say Square Enix is literally giving you the middle finger and shoving it up your ass while you're at it, then I don't know what does. But yeah, guys, let me know what you think about this. You're gonna be one of the copists in my comments, trying to, do some mental gymnastics to say how, no, the game is totally a success and this is how, or you just here with me wishing that we'd get better games and hoping that what's coming out in the following months is absolutely flames. I've been playing, I played the Resident Evil 4 demo. Pretty dope. Can't say I'll pick it up day one. If I had, all the funds in the world, I would, but, nothing is getting between me and Final Fantasy 16, baby. But if you can, like this video, share the video, subscribe to the channel. Consider becoming a channel member if you'd like to join our growing community on Discord. It's been going really well so far. Follow me over on Twitch or Twitter if you want to continue the conversation. And guys, with all that being said, I'm out. Peace.